All right, good morning and welcome to the Carla Marie and Anthony show here on Twitch. My name is Anthony.
I'm Carla Marie.
And shout out to everyone who I interrupted last night by accident. Well, partly by accident and partly not. So, as you'll see today, there is a bunch of new stuff on Twitch.
It looks awesome.
And to test it out, for the most part, I was able to do that by myself. I do want to try one thing. We tried this last week and it didn't work. But
yeah.
if you go into the channel points, you should be able to now adjust the two little emotes right there. There's Carla Marie and there's mine by using channel points.
And they should change to different ones, right?
Yes. We'll see if it works if anyone does that.
So are we also live on?
Damn it, is it not working? Mother effer. Oh, we are live. So here's the thing. We are live on Twitch. We are not live on Instagram.
Oh.
Even though yesterday when I tested this specifically.
I told people we were.
Wait, you know what? I know what I have to do.
Ricky's in here.
Hold on, please. I think I know what I have to do. I have to go here. Let me do this.
So there's a new feature that allows us to go live directly from Twitch to Instagram, and it'll look like how it's supposed to look on it. It's
one more. Give me 3 seconds, and I will have this.
Kira's in here. She said, "Hi, CM, missed your face." So Kira, who is finding my perfect awkward in the chat, spent 3-4 days here at my house.
2 nights.
That's it?
Yeah. She came in Thursday and she was out Saturday morning.
Okay. So Kira spent 2 days here, and I wasn't even here because I was in New Jersey, but she cuddled with my cats. I said that they definitely thought she was their new mom.
Probably. So if I did this right, there we go.
I hear me.
Okay. There should be a way to.
Hello.
Let's see.
I think it stopped.
Nope. It's not going to work.
Wait. What do you mean?
There's no way to mute this.
There has to be. Why would they invent this if you can't mute it back?
All right, well, we're not gonna worry about that now because I don't want to drive people crazy hearing us twice. But that's what I spent, no joke, 3 hours working on that yesterday.
I wonder if we were only hearing ourselves back or they were also hearing it back, because that will be. I feel like there was something here you had to do.
Thanks for that very helpful direction, Carla Marie. Were you guys able to hear us like double? Sounded fine. Says.
So you didn't hear Instagram. If you were watching on Twitch, you didn't hear Instagram back. So it was only the two of us.
Yeah, we're going to have to figure that out, though, because that would drive me absolutely insane.
All right.
Anyway.
Close that. I just see a video of myself playing in the corner.
Moving on. We do have a lot to talk about today. We have a new note that will guide us through the podcast today.
Yep.
Is this on Instagram? Apparently it was for a second. It is not anymore. So we'll work on that. Beard straightener is a new thing, and it's apparently like a real trend. So we're going to talk about that as well. Did I have to pay? This will be up to everyone to decide. The baby photo shoot, Carla Marie?
Yeah, my niece, who is 2 weeks old today, had a baby photo shoot last week, and the results are in.
The results?
The photos.
Cops at the door. Carla Marie and John are related, and permission slips on OfferUp. We're going to talk about all of that. First things first, I believe we did hit the hype train. We are in hype train level 6. So, Carla Marie, what do you got?
So I have not looked at this week's drink from Seattle Cocktail Club. So we're going to unbox it together.
Okay, what do we got?
I love unboxing. It's my new thing. Shooter of the week, Jolly Rancher.
Nice.
Okay. We got Tito's Vodka and Blue Curacao. All right, I'm going to give a little mix. You can go to seattlecocktailclub.com, and when you're there, you can find their library of cocktails, and they always put our cocktails.
Well, there's a lot you can
Up
find.
front.
Not only
Yep.
will our cocktails be there, but as Carla Marie prepares this, we're each hosting an event next week here in Seattle. Carla Marie probably has the cooler location of the two because you're going to be in the Columbia Tower, right?
Yeah, Columbia Tower at the Skyview Observatory, which just to get up there alone, you normally have to pay like 40 something bucks to go and view that. It's like not a tourist attraction, but
No, it is.
just to get up there, you have to pay. So the fact that you're basically getting that ticket and alcohol and an event, bam, it's
Yeah.
amazing.
And then that is on Monday, the day before Valentine's Day. It's an aggressive pour, Carla Marie. And then the day after Valentine's Day, I am hosting an event in Fremont, and that's a whiskey and bourbon flight tasting type thing with... You okay?
I need a napkin.
Okay. With Woodford Reserve double oaked bourbon. But that's not the only thing we're going to be tasting. It's going to be a bunch of their different offerings.
I'm going
And-
to yours.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. So if you can go to either, we would love to see you there. Good morning, Dave C84. Just waiting for Carla Marie to wash her hands. She poured the blue curacao and Tito's vodka a little aggressively. So you can go to seattlecocktailclub.com to find out all the information. My event, like I said, is Wednesday of next week. A week from tomorrow. Carla Marie's is a week from yesterday.
Yeah.
So make sure you sign up because there aren't unlimited spots.
No.
So you're going to want to sign up as soon as possible because if you wait until after the weekend, you have all your Valentine's Day stuff, there's a chance it might be locked out.
I also recommend, because Anthony's event is the day after Valentine's Day, that is a great gift for your
Yeah.
significant other. And the both of you get to do it together the day after Valentine's Day. I think it's really cool.
It is. That's what I said in my little promo spot
Oh, I didn't hear that.
on the podcast today.
Okay. We're having a blue Jolly Rancher this morning. Tito's and blue Curacao.
Carla Marie is wild today.
This is what happens when I work out before.
Mandarin Rose, thank you very much for those 200 bits. And to everyone who helped to get us through Hype Train Level 5 this morning, thank you very much. And to people who might be new to the show, the reason we take a shot at Hype Train Level 5 is that used to be the limit. That was the only level you could get to. So we celebrate that milestone every morning. Carla Marie, cheers
Anthony,
to you.
Cheers.
Cheers to our friends at Seattle Cocktail Club, and cheers to everyone who helped get this stream going.
Just all the taps.
Woo! Oh, wow.
Mmm.
That's very good.
I gotta keep it in my mouth a little bit, otherwise I don't taste it.
No, you'll taste it. You will taste that, Carla Marie. So, if you want a cool shot for your weekend
wait.
activities, what?
Martha just said, I love that you left the mess up in the reel you just posted. That's not supposed to be like that, so I'm going to pull that down. Oh, that means we're going to have to redo the whole thing.
Okay. There's bigger issues in the world. Just take it down and we'll move on.
I thought we were doing so good. I did it yesterday, posted it today.
Okay. Just take it down.
Where's archive? So I want to be able to watch it. All right. Just delete.
What was wrong with it?
I don't know. It's probably you because I didn't mess up in the first part and then it was
Yeah.
at your part.
Is it gone?
It's deleted from
All
the
right.
internet.
It is gone.
Oh, man.
Well, if you take it down from your account, is it taken
I
down
think
from mine?
so.
Let me double check. Oh, no, it was you, Carla Marie. Let me put that on the screen for a moment. Hold on. Do you have anything to say for yourself, Carla Marie?
Rain from Iowa messaged and said, either Lisa or Jen just gifted me a sub. I accidentally canceled it like an idiot, so I subscribed myself. Thank you for the gift.
Nice.
Thank you, Rain.
Sweet. So, first thing on the list. We are not on Instagram. It worked for, I guess, half a second yesterday and maybe half a second today, but it is not working now. However, a beard straightener is number 2 on the list. And
Hold
I
on.
need what?
I just need to address something. Did I yell? I messed up and said, oh, fuck, in the middle of it.
Oh, well, that's not good.
Good thing it was only live for an hour.
So this is something I need to put on the screen so everyone can enjoy this with us. A beard straightener. This is like a new trend, And I guess because I have a beard,
You're getting ads.
I'm getting all of these ads because people will send me like beard Instagram reels and TikToks and stuff.
Okay, I have a question.
This is a real thing.
How much is this thing?
This one, let me scroll. This one is, let's see, grooming tools. $120, but they do have a travel size one for $50.
Let me just say, I am so glad that finally, after hundreds of years, men are finally being duped by the beauty industry as
But
well.
my question is, and I don't know, like, do I need one of these?
According to the beauty industry, Anthony, your beard sucks and you need to make it straight.
And then I didn't realize there were so many beard tools. Like, there's this thing.
Is that a pencil?
It's a pencil and an outliner thing.
No.
So that you can shape up. And I will say, shaping up your beard and making sure that it's like even, not the easiest thing in the world. But you're supposed to, I guess, press that against your face.
If I walked into the bathroom and
And
saw
then-
you, how does it stay on your face?
No, you press it against your face.
No, that guy's not holding it.
I don't know. Maybe he's holding the very bottom of it. Yeah, see here, he's holding his face.
Oh. This is something.
Holding it against his face.
The New York Times talked about this? All right, does this need to be what's trending?
So, do I need all of these things? Now, granted,
Ask this company to send it to you.
I have been going to my barber, Miles. He's been taking care of my beard. When I go to Jersey, I go to Andre. He's taking care of my beard. So I've been trying as best I can to make sure this thing is in like decent shape.
Yeah.
Right? But now I'm wondering if I need some of these products here.
This is what they do. Next, they're going to have you getting a waist trimmer. Like one of those things that shakes.
So, but beside the stencil actually does make a little bit of sense, as much as I hate to admit that. Because lining up your cheeks properly, it's not easy. I want to get back to the straightener, though.
I feel like you could just take one of my eyeliner and do it on your own.
Well, no, it's not just the pencil, though. It's the clear straightener
Just
thing.
follow the line.
It's not that easy because you're trying to do it on both sides and match it up on both sides. It's not easy. Now, the beard straightener says it's for beards half an inch long and longer. Mine's definitely half an inch, right?
I mean, your face
Like,
is there.
not on the cheeks, but
No,
on the chin.
I mean, that's your chin?
Am I not long enough?
I don't know. Do you have a ruler?
I don't have a ruler.
Liar.
But look at all these guys. Look at how disheveled this man on the left looked before, and now look how clean cut he is.
I think maybe it would, because you have curly hair.
Yeah. So my question to everyone is, do I need a beard straightener?
So it looks like it's a brush. So a lot of the women, I think, are getting confused because I was too. It doesn't need to clamp.
No.
It's not like what we're used to, right? Where you clamp your hair and pull. It's just a brush and they brush it. And
But it is heated.
The heat of the brush. So honestly, I could probably take a hairdryer to one of my brushes, heat it, and comb your hair.
Probably. It's got a 2mm offset of cool 2mm offset of cool comb keeps face and scalp safely away.
Can I go heat up one of my brushes right now?
So it looks like each of these comb tips has like a nipple. And that's what keeps you from burning your face by just putting a hot iron on your face.
Can I just heat up one of mine now?
You could, yeah.
All right, we'll see what time it is at the end.
You can't plug it in here. It'll probably blow out like a fuse or
All right,
something.
so I'll heat it, run in here.
You could. I don't know if that's going to be the same thing. Plus, you don't have the cool nipple.
I have cool nipples.
You don't have the
I have
cool
cool nipples, Greg.
You don't have the cooling tip here to make sure I don't burn my face.
You'll be all right.
How
no,
much?
Because
How many degrees is like a hair straightener?
my curling iron can go above 400.
Well, who knows if this is the most it goes up to. So you rub that against your face, basically. Oh, it does have a max temperature of 400 degrees Fahrenheit. Wait, is 400 Fahrenheit and 400 Celsius the same?
No, it can't be.
Well, -40 in both is the same.
Okay, maybe it is it.
But that doesn't make sense. What is, okay.
I can't
Let's
believe
see.
I'm
What
just
is
still sitting here.
400
I did it.
degrees.
204 degrees Celsius. So don't trust this company.
Yeah, I don't know about this company anymore. Just giving me fake stats. And it's got an extra long cord. Do you guys have 360-degree cords?
My beach waver it's a salon length cord.
Okay, how about this? I don't know if I need a beard straightener right now, but I will promise to grow out my beard so it's like 4 inches long. If Beach Waver makes a male or a beard straightener, and I can endorse their beard line.
I don't think they care.
You could do their hairline, and I'll do the beard line. It'd be a great partnership. They could do it in Pride colors or like Baked by Melissa colors, whatever they're doing these days. I think we should reach out.
No.
You know her.
I'll text Sarah, ask her if she's going to come out with a beard straightener just for you.
You know, she was very nice to me when we ran into each other at the Jersey City Mall one day. And I think she would love to have me on as a business partner.
What is Fred the mailman saying about the beard straightener? Because his beard is like 9 inches long.
Let's see. Where is the chat?
Because I know he definitely had something to say because people are tagging him. And he's probably making fun of you.
He might be. It wouldn't be the first time anyone's made fun of me. Fred the mailman said he's definitely not using that. Maybe you need to, Fred. Maybe when you want to look as put together as possible, you straighten that beard. Although Fred's beard, he could probably use an actual hair straightener.
Yeah, he could.
It's very long. He could clamp that thing and go.
Yeah, so this really is just a heated brush.
Yeah.
Dyson. If Dyson comes out with one of these, it's going to be $800.
I'm telling you, I would grow this thing out a little longer.
Tacoma Swifty's right. Doesn't Conair have a blow drying brush? You could use that.
But this doesn't blow dry. This heats. It's not an air heat. It's a heat.
Have you been using your beard conditioner?
Yeah.
Doesn't feel like it.
Well, thank you. Asshole.
I'm teasing.
Have you been using your moisturizer? Doesn't look like it.
No, your beard looks good.
Tacoma Swifty said they do have a straightening brush too, but is it like a heat straightening brush? And does it have the cool nipples?
I guess the cool nipples are for your face because you're not really putting the brush on your scalp when you're drying your hair.
Exactly. Yeah, the cool nipples are for so you don't rub that against your face.
You know, like the black little brush comb that you have?
Yeah.
The black one. If I heat that up a bit.
I don't think that's going to work. If you got that thing to 400 degrees Fahrenheit, it would melt.
I will say that in all the years I've known you, this is probably the best your beard has looked.
So I don't know if it's the longest my beard has been.
I didn't say longest.
But I will say, I've been investing some money in this thing. I have gone to get it cleaned up at least at the very longest every 2 weeks.
Yeah, because normally it's just
But I mean Miles does a very good job cleaning up the cheeks.
Mm-hmm.
That's the biggest thing. It's really the cheeks. And then sometimes, and because I have curly beard hair, I guess most people do, I think.
No.
There sometimes down here it'll start curling and it does a hook, so they've got to make sure that it's all the chunks are in alignment.
Are you going to shave it for summer?
I think so. And no, I haven't been clean shaven.
When you do that though, can you do give me this first?
So I was actually telling Miles, my barber, yesterday that the last time my beard was this long was back when we were with Elvis's show. And before I shaved it completely off, I did my Brady Bunch shoot. Do you remember that?
Yes.
So I was able to record myself in basically 9 different facial hairstyles as I started shaving it down.
Change the screen.
Okay.
Thank you.
So I was able, and there's a new one. Bang. I was able to, before I got rid of my beard, I did a process where first I went with a goatee and the chops, right?
Yeah,
then I got rid of the chops. Then I got I did a bunch of stuff.
Do it again.
And I made
film it for the socials.
A Brady Bunch video of myself, and I looked around. It came out really good.
Okay.
And I think David Brody made me a Harry Bunch jingle, if I remember correctly. Or maybe I may have asked him to, and he didn't do that.
We could do that now as a video Instagram where you look that was just photos. This could be you.
No, it was a video. I'm looking up at all of my other faces.
Oh, where was it posted?
To Instagram. Back when Instagram first released videos, yeah.
All right, we're going to do that again.
This is way before Reels, though, and Snap and all of that.
And then what I'll do is I'll cut my hair and then shave it.
Moving on,
Full
though,
head.
because apparently It doesn't seem like the chat thinks I need.
Well,
What? That wasn't a word.
if it was longer and it's your hair, your beard looks good. It's not that it's
Yeah, but
straggly.
I've wanted it to be longer, but it gets kind of like curly down here.
Okay, well then
and
grow
and
it.
it hooks. So I'm thinking I'm going to keep going. Get some beard balm in the meantime to try to keep it in check. I did, and I meant to put this in our group chat, and I completely forgot. I do have a hat. I'll explain the hat in a second.
The TV looks crooked, somebody said.
Yeah.
I don't think it's crooked. I think it's just the way we're sitting.
It's not. The TV is not crooked. It's the way the camera is positioned right now. It's probably not straight on with the TV, but we're going to move on from that. Before we move on from the beard, though, the last time I was in New Jersey, so right before your friend Alex's wedding, I went to a barbershop in Waldwick, New Jersey. And this guy, his name was also Anthony, was my barber for the first time. And I told him I just need my beard cleaned up. And he gave me one of the best compliments I've ever gotten. He was like, "Hey, man, do you use a beard balm or anything?" And I was like, "No." He's like, "Well, your beard's in pretty good shape. I'd suggest a beard balm because you have a very strong chin. And when the hair goes under your chin, it starts to curl back a little bit because your chin is so distinct." And I was like, I think this guy's trying to do me.
I think this guy was trying to sell you a beard balm.
No, they don't even sell it. He literally told me, it was like, you go to CVS or wherever and grab a beard balm.
We definitely have it here.
I think a while ago I threw out a bunch of beard balms because I didn't have a beard for like 2 years.
Didn't Fred the mailman sell beard balm?
He did for a while. He no longer does that. But I used his stuff for a while. And I gave a lot of his stuff to Bender, who used to be one of our coworkers.
Oh, Bender's beard was
because
long.
Bender had a beard for like 3 years. A pretty robust one.
You do have a very what is it called? Kind of chin? What did that guy say? Prominent?
He said a prominent chin and a strong jawline.
Yeah, like if it was caveman days, women would be flocking to you.
Still are.
But I don't know that they would see it under the beard.
That's true. I don't know. Let's see. Okay, moving on, though. We're going to go back to the main scene for a second with our new list. And let's go to one of your topics, Carla Marie.
Why?
Because I feel like I've been yapping for a while. I'll let you yap. Baby photo shoot is the next thing on the list.
Oh, I should have told my family to make sure they're watching.
I'm sure they've seen these pictures.
So before you put them on the screen. That's not the right thing.
I know. Let me do my job here.
My sister had a baby 2 weeks ago, and when that baby was a week old, she went to her very first photo shoot, and they go to like this baby studio. My nephew Michael did the same thing. My great nephew Michael. They put you in this studio where it's 80 degrees.
Mm-hmm.
They put a little heater blowing on the baby. They tell you to feed the baby right before so that they're basically passed out.
So they roast it.
And then they mold
they stuff it and they roast it.
They mold your baby into different positions and different outfits, and it's the cutest. And these are some of my favorites.
All right, here's one.
So this is her sleeping still. Again, always sleeping. Just look at that. Like, how do they get...
Yeah, how do they get the hands to... Is she not actually resting on them? Is it like upside down?
What? No, she's resting on them. There's a ton of blankets under it. I'm telling
you.
But
how is she resting her giant ass head on those little hands? Like, babies have giant heads.
Well, this kid's hands are massive, by the way.
Okay.
But everyone can do this. Babies don't have giant heads. What are you...
Yeah, they do. Babies are like bobbleheads. They're just...
No. They just don't have neck muscles. They don't have... Their heads are...
This is a baby. Big ass head.
Yeah, she's propped up with the blanket. Okay?
Okay, the blanket makes sense. Oh, why isn't this showing? Oh, that's why. There we go.
Okay, this
is cute.
I cannot. So they put little fake cucumbers on her eyes and a little robe. Like, what? What?
Okay.
And
this is without a doubt the funniest picture.
I know, because my sister loves to cook. Well, I take that back. She only cooks for the holidays, but
she likes showing off that she can cook.
Yeah, and she's, Italian, cook in the kitchen, buca de pepe, whatever, and buca de bebe. And how cute is this? I cannot.
This is my least favorite picture coming up.
Oh, baby feet with their little crusty still because their skin's so dry.
And next.
No, what? People love baby feet.
It was just a weird picture. We don't need the foot people like emailing your sister.
As much as I love the cucumber one, this one kills me with the fake MacBook.
Yeah, and It almost looks like she's on the phone at the
Yeah.
same time, even though she's just resting her head.
I was like, this is her mom.
So,
Anthony, everyone's yelling at you.
you know what?
Look at her little toes. Although her feet are my sister's feet, and it's so funny
What
because
does that mean?
as cute as baby feet are, her toes are my sister's toes, and my sister has caveman toes, and they're worse than mine. So we keep looking at her feet like, kid, you're screwed.
They are very, very cute pictures.
So cute.
The photographer did a fantastic job.
I'm gonna go there
Here's a question.
and do the same poses.
Maybe you don't know. Maybe you're not comfortable answering. How much does something like this cost?
Oh, I can tell you.
How much?
So it was a 2-hour photo shoot. There's a shit ton of photos. My sister gets every one of the photos, plus,
Well, why wouldn't she get every one of them?
because sometimes they'll just choose like ones for you.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So she gets access to every photo, can print, use them for whatever she wants. There's also ones of my sister and the baby, her husband and the
Okay.
baby. And she also paid for to have them like expedited so we get them right away.
Okay.
And that cost, what do you think?
$1,000.
Yep.
Really? 1,000 even?
And I fact checked it with our friend Andrea Michelle, who does
Is that-
photos, because I was like, it does not cost me that much for a 2-hour photo shoot with you. She's
Yeah, but
like,
you're not a baby.
she's like, no, she's like, that's actually kind of cheap than some of the ones here in Washington.
Really?
Compared to them. Could also be rent is probably cheaper where they are in Jersey than it is here because you have to have an actual studio. You have to have the props. You have to have everything.
And I understand it being more expensive than an adult photo shoot because you've got to like manipulate that baby. It's not listening to your directions.
Yeah.
Let's see. Finding My Perfect Awkward said that's actually very good generally.
Yeah. Oh, I was like, when my sister first told me, well, and for her shower, some people got her gift cards to this specific place.
Oh, that's cool.
Because they know she was going
So
there.
they all like chipped in.
So yeah.
Now listen, do I think $1,000 is expensive for a baby? Yes.
Mhm.
But apparently a lot of people in the chat say that it's actually not that bad.
Yeah. It's true. Fakita said, I'm trying to be a photographer and I won't do newborn shoots at the moment because you really just moved
Sorry.
everything in the middle of me reading it.
Continue.
Because I sound like I'm stuttering. If you click one more thing, I'm going to throw you in the garbage.
Go.
Where is it now?
It's
There
on
it
the
is.
screen.
Everyone can read it on their own.
That's what I was trying to do, but every time I move, something on our screen changes. You want to continue?
It's dangerous if you don't know how to prop a baby up.
Exactly. Yeah, I think the insurance and plus parents suck. Like parents are mad annoying. 99.9% of the time, if you're a parent and your kid's taking pictures, you're annoying.
Fair.
So I would not want to be in that world either. Lenny from Queens, I spent $500 for a photographer in the maternity ward. They also had a
They
photographer
did.
there, right?
But it wasn't that much, I remember. It was maybe 150 or 300.
And do you have to get it through the hospital?
If you want them you could probably pay for a photographer to come to the hospital, yeah.
Yeah.
But the hospital
you-
has someone.
Do you lose one of your people?
It's not photos while they're coming out of you. You can have 2 visitors at a time.
Okay, but do you lose one of your visitors when the photographer's there?
Yeah.
Like, what if, hypothetically,
Oh my god.
it's mom and her parents and the baby? That would be mom, baby, 2 visitors. Can you have a photographer
Probably.
in the room
No.
if it's through the hospital?
Yeah, probably. Because when my sister and I were there, a nurse was in the room.
True. I don't think nurses, not they don't count as people. I don't think they count as people
But
that take
they're
up space on that
employees.
list. Yeah.
Like if someone was delivering food to my sister in the hospital.
Vicky said they basically go door to door at the hospital.
Mhm.
So they're just like, who needs pictures? Bang, bang, bang.
Yeah. It's genius because they know what they're doing. Crazy Dream Girl, it was, and I can't find it. She said
I got it.
something along the lines of your baby will only be that small once. And it's true. Like you want to capture, there were so many things where I'm like, oh, I don't think I got a video of this, of her toes. Like, and they grow so fast at this age that they tell you to do the newborn shoot at that studio within 7 to 10 days. At that
Oh, wow.
point, it's like,
That's just a lot of
I know.
responsibility to be like, bring that little thing that's barely breathing on its own right now. Bring it into my studio.
Oh, Crazy Dream Girl said, I don't know why she's telling me, yes, it is. I know a baby photographer that captures babies coming out. Yeah, my friend had that. But I was talking about that's not what my sister had.
Okay.
But I would. Like, I have told my family, I'm probably going to live stream it.
That's weird.
If it's good, if everything is going to plan, I'm not saying show my vagina.
Yeah, okay.
But like, why not show the real? Subscribers only.
Well, because I feel like
I bet you no one else has done it on Twitch.
I guarantee you someone's done it. Wasn't that the whole? Oh no, they wanted to film conception on the Truman Show. That was the big thing. They were trying to get. They had the first human birth because that was Truman. That was Jim Carrey's character, and then they wanted to get the first recorded live conception or something. Which one do you think back?
It's a sex tape.
What a weird
Movie.
premise for a
Concept,
movie.
yeah.
Great movie.
Yeah.
Like, great movie. Next on the list, Carla Marie, we'll go back up to Did I Have to Pay?
Okay.
And now, this might need a poll here on Twitch, and I think we have our phone line set up, but you won't see yourself on the screen. I had an issue the other day at one of my favorite restaurants here. So there's a breakfast spot called the Egg and Us. It's a chain here in Washington. There's a couple of them. And every time I've gone there, I have ordered the same exact thing.
California burrito.
California burrito with chorizo. Okay? This time I went by myself,
Oh.
and I sat down, didn't even look at the menu. She came with the menu, and I said, I know what I want. California burrito, chorizo. She said, okay, no problem. It'll be out soon. Cool. So, sitting at the table, doing some work. Next thing you know, the food comes out. It is not a burrito at all. In fact, they're Eggs Benedict, which I'm normally a fan of, but it's not what I ordered. So she put it kind of as she was walking somewhere else. So now I have to wait for her to come back. I'm like, excuse me, ma'am. I'm pretty sure I ordered the California burrito. And she's like, oh, this is the California Eggs Benedict. And then she says, quote, that's my fault. You definitely said California burrito. Now, A, I was hungry. B, I don't want them to waste food in general. C, eggs are expensive these days.
Yeah.
Now that's wasting 2 eggs there, and then they have to crack 2 new eggs at least for my burrito. So I was like, you know what? Just can you tell me what's in this? And she told me, and it didn't sound great, but it was Eggs Benedict. Like, how bad could it be? So I said, you know what? I'll eat this. Didn't make a big stink of it. Then I finished it. It was okay at best. I asked for the check. She charged me the full price. Now, granted, I ate it. I understand that I ate the food. But I feel like
They should have given you at minimum 20%.
that's
off.
exactly what I was thinking.
Minimum. Because at Benzie, when I used to mess up people's orders, I would have to go to my manager and be like, I messed up their order, but they were fine with it. Can you give them a free dessert or a free appetizer? Take something off or give them a discount.
Or this is a good point. Who said this one? Lisa. They should have charged you for the price of the burrito, not the Eggs Benedict, which was a little bit cheaper, I believe, than the Eggs Benedict.
Mm-hmm.
And so now the debate is basically, should I have paid full price because I did eat it? And I understand. I know Martha said that. Kira said that. I ate the food.
But I'm telling you, I worked at a not great restaurant. It wasn't it was top notch fancy. Anytime I messed up, we comped our customers something in some way. So if they ordered dessert, we'd comp the dessert. If I messed up anything, something was comped, whether it's a drink or whatever. Always, every single time, either a free item or 20%.
So Claire and Olympia just put up a poll for us. Thank you very much, Claire. And here's something to think about, because I also tipped like I normally would tip, which that's on me. I could have chosen. I could have decided to be like, you know what? I'm paying full price for something I didn't want. You said it was your fault. This is on the service. But here's where I think I deserved at least, like you said, Carla Marie, 20% off. Mm-hmm. I saved that server from having to go back to the kitchen and admit that she messed up and cost the company a little bit more money. And like I said, eggs are expensive. I understand I could have sent it back. Totally get that. I'm not saying I shouldn't have paid it all, but I should not have paid full price.
I don't agree with you ever. I agree with you now. Hey, why can't I make this go here?
You have to hit that, and then you have to hit the TV button on top. And that's what takes it live. Let's see. Husband was a restaurant manager for years, and CM is right. Something should be comped. And I only
Did you get
ordered
a drink?
I think I just had water.
No tea, orange juice. You just drank water with your eggs.
Yeah. I may have, now that I think about it, I may have had tea. But either way, the tea came out fine. It's exactly what I got.
Yeah, but they could have come.
They could have.
It was like probably $6.
And I want to be very clear. I'm not saying I should not have paid anything. I ate the food. I get it.
Tina ate the food.
But maybe I should have had a little
Karina
discount.
said, Anthony, did you ask for a discount?
I didn't.
Oh, I could never.
I didn't.
People used to do that to me all the time.
Yeah. Bree from Arizona said Brody would have asked for a discount.
Brody would have.
He 100% would have.
Flipped
Brody
the
and I are built a little differently. I just don't know if I could be like, hey, you messed up. Give me my discount. I just wish it would have worked out that way.
Rain from Washington said, when I worked at Taco Bell, people would order a drink. I'd give them the drink, and they would say, actually, I didn't want ice in that. And it would always be so awkward telling them they should have just said that when they ordered. And now yours is different than that. But,
totally different. She admitted.
But someplace like Taco Bell would just say, okay, take it, dump it, and give you a new one.
Yeah.
And not charge you for the first drink.
Yeah.
Imagine they did.
They charged you twice?
A place like Taco Bell, right?
Yeah.
If you did that. If they charged you, people would start losing their minds. But you just expect like fast food. No, throw it out and give me a different one. I ordered wrong.
I love this. Oh, I love this. B-Dub said, Tones, have Brody call them. That would have been incredible if I called Brody, told him the situation, and then says, hey, my dad wants to talk to you.
Yeah.
Here, talk to this man on the phone.
Oh, your cousin Michelle, that's a great idea.
What?
She's like, I get the discount, but a gift card or credit to come back would
Also would have been
smart.
happily accepted. And this is why I don't want to go and negatively review the place either. I go there pretty often, and the California burrito is very good. I actually, when Kira was here, that was the last place we ate. I took her to breakfast there.
When were you there by yourself?
I was waiting for you to come back from something
That's right.
and pick
last
me
week,
up. So
my doctor appointment.
So I just went and had some food by myself. I've gone there by myself a number of times. But yeah, gift card, 100%. Because then it at least ensures that you're going to come back and spend a little bit more money.
Yep.
What did the poll end up saying? I don't have the...
Oh, I gotta pee.
All right, go for it.
And then
Wow, 75%, 41 votes. Anthony should not have paid. I should have made that full price, but I should not have paid full price or something should have been done. 41%. All right. She's already talking to cats. You'd think she'd go straight to the bathroom. Stop talking to cats and just go to the bathroom. Outback gives free coupons for apps. Yeah, anything. I think more so than the discount, I just would have appreciated like an effort in any way. What is on your hat? So I've got a bunch of, I'll explain why I'm wearing this now. I left the tags on because this is the first time I'm wearing it. And I just grabbed it from the closet. But yesterday was February 6th, which is 206 Day, which is the area code for Seattle. So I decided to just throw this on and rep Seattle today on 207. Yeah, I'll take them off eventually. I also don't know who sent me this hat. It just came through like from Amazon or from eBay. Someone delivered it to the house as a Christmas gift. No idea who got it. All right? Mm-hmm. All right. Also, you'll notice, speaking of gifts, you'll notice there's a little neon light above the morning show TV.
Neon light at the end of the tunnel.
Explain. You want to explain the neon light?
Lauren Ray, who is the voice of the Morning Show podcast and also Elvis ran the Morning Show, sent us a CM&A neon light as like a gift for working with her last year. She is the voice of the podcast. And we got it and we were like, who is this from? And I was like, someone recently asked me for our address, but I couldn't remember who it was. And it was Lauren. But when she asked, I thought it was just going to be like a late Christmas card.
Yeah.
But when we posted it, she texted me. She's like, it was me. And I was like, oh, awesome.
Yeah.
But can you see it on the...
So because yesterday we had some more camera issues, we used a thing called a Cam Link from a company called Elgato. And that apparently crapped out. It no longer works. So I'm using a very cheap version of that to get the video stream into our system. And because it's the cheap version, it's not as clear.
Okay.
I think when we get the new one, which is the last topic we have today, it'll be a little clearer.
Okay. So we don't know who sent you this hat.
No.
It's got to be
Still-
someone in your family.
No, I think it might be Colleen.
Oh, because she did send me a gift.
She sent you. I think
Did
she
you
sent
ask her?
No. I just took the hat and kept rolling with my day. Yeah, Carla Marie didn't come back with a cat. What's wrong with you?
I tried, but John ran away from me.
Moving on. This thing is. Oh, actually, you know what? Because I don't know anything about this. What is cops at the door?
Cops at the door. Okay. So I stayed at my sister's house in North Jersey last week,
Mm-hmm.
and she just had the baby. I'm sitting on the couch at her house, and her friend Alex was visiting, and it was just four of us were there. It was my sister, her husband, me, and their friend Alex.
Okay.
And I'm sitting on the couch, and I look out the window. I'm like, oh, there's a bunch of cops walking down the street. They're coming here. They must be doing like a neighborhood watch.
What?
Wait. Or like, and I was like, or a neighborhood like meet. Like, I don't know what words I was saying, but I was saying something like
a patrol? Like they were just walking around?
well, there were two cops that were super young.
Okay.
And I was like, oh, they're probably just introducing new cops. And I have enough time because I see them far away and I'm like coming up with these ideas. And I'm like, Ashley, they're coming to your door. So my sister's like, what? She gets up with her computer. You can show what it looks like.
Hold on 1 second. Let me just move that down. There
And
we
she's
go.
like literally outside on her computer talking to these cops at this point. So
There we go.
you can't see here. You see 6, I believe, in the photo. There were actually
Well, I tried to crop it so that not
No,
everyone knew where your sister
they're not
lives.
in the photo.
Okay.
Because the other 2 out of the 8 walked around the backyard.
Oh, wow.
So we see this and
So they swarmed your sister's house.
swarmed. So no guns out or anything, but clearly wearing vests.
Yeah.
So my sister goes to the door, and she said what was running through her mind was, oh my God, I took the wrong baby home from the hospital. And I was like, I didn't even think of that. So I'm like, there's cops doing it. Like, wow, what's life like in the suburbs? Cops like got nothing to do. They're just showing up here. Like, what's happening? So she's at the door talking. We don't hear anything. Then her friend Alex, that's when she sees the 2 people, and she looks at my sister's husband and goes, Sal, 2 of them just walked around the back of the house. He's like, I should go out there. And he's holding the baby. He goes to me, hold this.
To you?
Hands me the baby. And now Alex and I are like, what's going on? So they're out there, maybe for 10 minutes. And my sister and
So your sister's in the front and Sal's in the back.
no, Sal went out front
Oh,
too
okay.
and was talking to them. My sister's lived in this house for a year. The former owners, their son who lived there,
Mhm.
has 3 warrants out for his arrest, and they're all drug charges.
Oh, wow.
Like serious drug charges. And my sister kind of had this idea when she moved in. They were doing demo and they found empty heroin bags, I
Okay.
guess, and like whatever it was, but it was all empty. And
Like
she-
little baggies.
yeah, and she was
Okay.
like, okay, well, whatever, throw it out. And she told the cops. She said, when we moved in, this is what we found. And I guess this guy also has the address across the street listed, which is a cop who used to be a cop in North Arlington where we grew up. So like very much not his home. Like this
Okay.
guy is just, they're asking my sister, what about the house across the street? She's like, no, that's a cop. That's
But
not
did he-
him.
So this guy actually lived in your sister's house, though?
Yes,
Okay.
a year ago.
Wow.
But he didn't own the home. He
Yeah.
wasn't the person who sold it. He lived there. And now my sister's like panicked. Luckily they have an alarm system. She's like, what if he comes? She said, is it anything violent? Like, I need to know. I just had
Yeah.
a baby. And they were like, no, it's not violent. Like, no, there's really nothing to worry about. She was like, she kept asking them if they want to come in and look at the house.
Yeah.
And they were like, no. I think they said something like, we realized as we were walking up that it probably wasn't or him here anymore because they saw the stork on the front
Oh,
lawn that
yeah.
was like a baby announcement.
Well, he could have had a baby.
But could you imagine?
Fred the mailman said Trashley bought a trap house.
And it's so funny. They were like,
And there was another picture that you sent. This one.
that was them leaving. I was like, you need to listen back to the video because I need to hear what they're saying. And she hasn't.
I mean, it is pretty crazy.
And what's so funny is they were like, I thought nothing was good. Like, Sal was like, I sat inside so for long because you were like, oh, it's a neighborhood patrol.
Yeah. That's kind of your fault.
Like, why else would this be happening? Like, could you imagine? So he has 3 warrants out for his arrest. And I believe the third one happened super recent, Like something happened earlier this month where he was arrested. We found the article. He was on drugs, fleeing from the police, got into a car accident, this whole big thing. So they had him. He was arrested. And now they let it. This is what I understand. He got arrested earlier this month. I don't know. You're pro.
Getting arrested? I mean, they may have let him out with warrants, and maybe he didn't, or not warrants. Maybe he was let out on bail and then didn't show up for a court date, and now they're searching for him.
Yeah. Crazy.
I do want to point out something that Lenny just put in the chat. So Lenny said, someone came to my apartment with cops. He's been living there for 6 years. Lenny has. And he was served paper. Apparently, the person who lived there before Lenny had a business, and that was their last known address, and he was being sued. So they showed up to his house because it was the last known address of that business owner.
Or did you hand the papers back?
These are not mine. Thank you. Yeah. Okay, so Karina said his address probably wasn't updated with the DMV.
Yeah, this guy's...
And that's why they went to her house.
This guy's definitely not updating his address no matter where he lives. I mean, I wouldn't.
How often do people really, until you need a new license, do people really update their addresses?
I did.
When you moved here?
Yeah, like online. Now I get a new license because mine's expiring and it's going to have this address on it and it's going to be a fancy license.
CMG 4685. I'm going to put this on the screen. You can read it yourself, but if it's too small. When my parents bought their house, the prior owner was arrested by the FBI on international money fraud. Cops were constantly showing up at the house and people would drive by slowly and take pics. It was so weird. I guess this is actually like pretty common, which makes sense. If the cops are just going off of whatever records they have and you're not updating stuff, they just got to go to where your old locations were, your old residence.
I'm sure like what is like the murder? Not Marilyn Manson. The murder. The Manson guy?
Charles Manson?
Yeah, him. That house is a real house that people live in now.
Yeah.
But like, think about it. I mean,
yeah, but they at least know where he is.
People are driving by, like looking.
Yes, I'm sure I'm sure they have some weird like death tourism there. Yeah. Yeah, was she getting mail for this family?
They asked her that. She said, "Are you still getting mail here?" And she said, "No, only like the circulars, like random, like the free." She said, "We don't get any mail. Maybe the first month, and that was the last time they saw anyone." But I don't think like he never owned the home; he just lived there. So
yeah.
I don't know how much mail this person was getting.
Who knows? Next thing on the list, Carla Marie. What do we have? We did Instagram beard straightener. Did I have to pay? Baby photo shoot. Cops at the door. This is the last show and tell we have because these are more pictures. But we have proof that John and Carla Marie are related. Explain this.
Okay, so John Camucci. Yes, that is
whose picture you see on the screen.
That is who my cat is named after. He lives in LA, works on the Val show. He's a co-host. Great dude. Love him. We've had him on this show before. A ton of other things we've done with him in the past. He's a part of the content club.
Yes.
As if you will. So John's friend posted this to Instagram yesterday using the old face filter. And it stopped me dead in my tracks. Because I was like, he looks just like my grandpa. And I was like, John, are you my grandpa? And I immediately found a photo of my grandpa in my phone, and this is what it looks like.
So there's Grandpa Marie.
Yep, at the original Freddie Marie.
So that's Grandpa Marie. This is John Marie. Grandpa, John. But I decided, you know what? It's tough when you don't have them side by side. Plus, modern technology, the camera's a little better. So let's put both of them in the same picture and make it black and white.
Oh my God.
So that is John and Grandpa Marie. The nose is identical.
It's so weird, right?
And the hair, I mean, old John does have some Joe Biden vibes.
Oh, I could see that.
Right? But it is very similar. It's kind of crazy.
So and
he is Italian, right?
I was like, oh my God, what year was John born? Yes, John is very Italian. He was born in, I think 91, maybe 90. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that makes sense. 91. My grandpa died in 96.
Okay.
So I was like, oh my God.
So it's not like your grandpa passed and then came back as John.
No. But
it is crazy.
So insane. Can you go back to the photo of me and my grandpa?
I can.
Look at little baby CM. Look how cute. My little ears pierced. And my shirt says, if you think I'm cute. You should see my godfather.
Not your grandfather.
No, it says godfather. And then I don't know what his shirt
So
is.
is that whose side of the family is that?
That's my dad.
That's your dad's dad.
Yeah, that's
your
the
dad's
original
dad.
Freddie Marie.
Your dad's a junior?
No. No. Technically not.
So-
So my grandpa was Frederick. Wait. I think they have different middle names. Frederick Sam is my dad. I don't think he was Frederick Sam.
but they're both Fred.
Fred.
Huh. I didn't know that.
What does his shirt say? The what rose?
That's not the
Italian rose.
Shannon. I was going to say, it's not the Shannon Rose,
No,
right?
it wasn't out yet.
What is the Italian Rose?
I don't know.
Is it a restaurant? Are you sure that's not the Shannon Rose?
No.
Look, that could be a... Oh, no, because the O would connect up there, right? For Shannon Rose? Yeah.
I just blanked out. My dad's not a junior. No.
Do you have to have all three names exactly
Yes.
to be a junior?
Yes.
Not just first and last?
Right.
I don't know how the junior thing works. I feel like we don't really do juniors in Middle Eastern cultures.
Because you flip names.
Yeah, because we have weird things
Yeah.
with naming, but it's not a junior.
It's a very Italian thing. Like if my sister had a boy, it was going to be Salvatore Vincent the third.
So are they
SV3.
still planning on that? If the boy's if there's another kid and it's a boy?
Yeah.
It wasn't just for the oldest.
Right.
Okay.
Sal was like, Ashley, pressure is on now to have a boy. And she was like, Sal. And her friend was there. Both of her friends were there. And they were like, I'll tell you right now, if I was 1 week postpartum and my husband was talking to me about my next kid, I'd kill him.
Also, it's mostly up to what Sal's got going on.
Yeah. And she said, that's up to you.
Yeah.
He's like, I know, but your family has so many girls. I was like, yeah, but.
It is kind of crazy.
But the last girl born in my family was 19 years ago. We've had all boys since then.
3.
No. And then my
2.
dad's side of the family too. There were
okay.
all boys. All boys. Like 6 boys.
Yeah, there's a lot of Maries
So,
though.
It's time for a female awakening. The Maries are growing.
What? Last thing on the list. And we've touched on this before. And I feel like we need OfferUp specifically. OfferUp, Facebook Marketplace, all of those buying and selling apps. eBay, if you're doing that. I don't know if you could do eBay in person, but
I think
eBay now, I think you can.
Yeah.
There needs to be like a request for a permission slip or a parental oversight or something. Because when our Cam link crapped out, first thing I did was I went to OfferUp, because when you're in the streaming world,
Yeah.
or just any sort of like photography, video, content creation, podcasting, people are always selling things on those sites. So I said, let me go see if I can get a Cam link, which is normally about $100 on OfferUp. And they have a better version of the one we're using that goes for like 160, I think. So I was able to find that for $70, I think it was. I was like, oh, this is great. I'll message the person, put the offer in for $70. They say, yeah, no problem. I can meet tomorrow. So I said, great. And then I respond, and this is what I always do. Is there a time and a public place that you would like to meet? And they responded with a time, which was 4 o'clock. And they said, but you're probably going to have to come by my place because I don't drive yet. Which I'm assuming means this is a child.
Well, they could be 17. Because
That's
my
still a
friend's
child.
son is 17. He's still getting his license.
But I already made the deal. Like, I've got to go pick this up. And I just want to be like, can you have your parents there or
Do you
something?
need me to come with you to make it less creepy?
Maybe. I might have to take you with me. So it's not just this grown-ass man with a beard showing
Okay,
up
I'll go with you.
$70 for a
If we-
child.
Only if we can listen to serial killers on the way.
Huh?
The podcast.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. I have to catch up.
Can you put headphones on and listen?
Lenny.
No, I do listen to their podcast.
Lenny said, "Tones, please have a seat."
Yeah.
As if you're on How to Catch a Predator.
There's got to be something. Some sort of like, hey, just so you know, this is a child
But
you're messaging.
I've sold a lot of things on the internet. I've never messaged with a child. I can guarantee.
This
it.
is the second time now.
I
Third
know.
time, actually. Third time. The other two were for Game Boy things, or Nintendo DS things, so that makes sense at least.
But this child was streaming.
The post says, let me go back. Maybe I missed something, and they're like, I'm a baby or something. The post says,
Marie said it's because Tones buys child toys.
all right. Oh, 75, by the way. I said, if you can do 75, I can pick up on Tuesday. They said that should work. I respond, what time works for you tomorrow? And is there a good public location to meet? Probably sometime after 4 p.m. Also, I can't drive yet, so you'd have to pick up at my place if that's okay.
I can't handle that. But just say I can't drive because the yet.
Yeah, and the description, used once and realized that I won't have time to stream or make videos. Due to school, I missed that part. Yeah, that's weird. No. It could have been a college kid too.
Oh, his photo's a cat. We should bring one of the cats with us.
No, we're not taking animals to this child.
That's a pretty cat. I had a dream that I was surrounded by 150 cats. I just remembered. All right, let me just see what else he's describing.
You get descriptions? No.
Due to school.
Where are you going?
I read the same one.
Oh, you're in there.
I want to see. They're selling toys.
Yeah, they're selling like Hot Wheels
Hot
as well.
Wheels. Anthony.
Getting rid of his childhood collection. Moving on to high school or something.
Well, you got to buy something else from this guy while we're there.
Absolutely not. I'm not buying a Hot Wheels.
I'm not buying a Hot Wheels, but I'll buy a Pokemon.
Yeah, what would I do with a Hot Wheels? Just display it?
Let's see. 21 reviews, all 5 stars.
Yeah, and I also like they also have sold other things to
Can
other
you
people.
read reviews like this is a child?
I don't know. Can you? No, I don't think you can. Compliments. Item as described. Friendly, communicative, on time, reliable. I mean,
They're
pretty good.
I'm guaranteeing you this person is in middle school.
Someone said if it's after 4 o'clock, it's high school.
Our high school here.
That's from my brother Justin.
Our high school here gets out at
Yeah.
like 1:45.
I'm not trying to discount my brother's opinion. It's just high school in Jersey gets out later than high school here. Which I'll tell you what. We're going to stay on the topic of high schoolers for a second. Apparently, the gym here, because we live pretty close to Ballard High School. Huge high school in
them
Seattle.
all walking to school in their pajamas.
I guess they closed their gym for renovations or something.
Mm-hmm.
So, thanks, Apple, for being sorry. One of my 2 times to go to LA Fitness in Ballard and really have the gym to myself. One of the times is around 10:30. The other is around 1:30. I made the mistake of not knowing that the high school was renovating their gym, and I guess all of the high school kids now go to LA Fitness in Ballard.
And they probably go for free because I bet you the high school is doing something
They all
cheap.
descended upon this gym around 2:30, and it was an absolute zoo. And something I realized, I was talking to Kira about this while she was here this weekend. The thing that I forgot high school kids did, and I did this, I'm guilty of it.
Ball taps?
No.
Oh.
That's the thing. They just push each other.
Yeah,
high school kids?
Yeah.
All the time.
You push me now, you're getting knocked out.
All they do, and I saw, and they also, and I was guilty of this as well, they work out in groups of 87.
Have you ever seen the thing of how high school, I've showed you this before and you're like, that's so weird, we didn't do that. But high school boys are so handsy with each other that it's
but
they're so, I don't know what it is, but they're so handsy.
Well, you're also very handsy all the time.
I'm a high school boy. What can I say?
But I will say this, when I was there, so you have all these groups of high school kids all taken up. It's 6 on one piece of equipment, 6 on another, 6 on another. And this girl clearly knew this group of boys that was working out. And she pulled the most high school boy move I had ever seen. She just put her head down and walked through the entire group, pushing 3 of them with her elbows.
I love her.
And I kept thinking to myself, why are high school kids so weird?
So weird. But I tell you what.
And we all were. I'm not saying it to make fun of high school kids. We were also high school kids. And I was super weird.
There's nothing more, we talk about how you walk past a group of high school kids, you're so scared. I don't get nervous about being at the gym anymore. That just doesn't bother me. I can go to a brand new gym I've never been to and be fine. But if I was working out near a group of high school boys, I'd be like, they're looking at my boobs.
Well, I just thought one of them was going to push one of their friends onto me by accident.
I would knock them out.
Like that was one of my actual
I'd go to
concerns.
jail.
And I was telling Kira this because I also I tried to do a lot of like sightseeing things when Kira was in town. Take her to all the places, and I took her to Dick's drive-thru. What, Carla Marie?
Sorry, pause. Rain from Washington said, me in the backseat of the car in 5th grade, tuning into Dirty Little Secret and let them know or let it go. I wanted to be included so bad, I called into power all the time. Rain, how old are you? Are you in school right now? You clearly are in school right now.
Maybe.
Oh, and now I'm a junior in high school. What are you doing?
Stop pushing people, first off, if that's what you do in high school.
Can Rain be our resident high school correspondent?
Well, yeah, they might get replaced by this person I'm meeting up with today, but it's an awkward age, right? You got a bunch of things going on chemically in your body, in your brain.
Smell weird.
Yeah, everything's a little weird. But I was explaining to Kira how similar to you, Carla Marie, I still get like intimidated for whatever reason because oftentimes we'll walk by groups of high schoolers as they're getting let out from school, and I just feel like they're gonna throw something at me or push me or something. They're gonna ball tap me.
They're gonna give me a swirly.
So as we rolled up to Dick's drive-thru on Holman Road, group of like 20 teenagers.
Always though.
And what were they doing? Ball tapping, pushing,
pantsing,
just doing weird.
Pantsing. Do they do that anymore?
I hope not.
I feel like now it's like we shouldn't do this.
Pantsing and ball tapping should both be gone, but pantsing especially. I know ball tapping hurts more, but like pantsing, like your ween can pop out. We shouldn't be doing that anymore.
I think we need to get Rain on the show. I have so many questions.
Mhm.
I want to know, like, as a 16-year-old, what is the biggest dilemma in your life right now?
I mean, Rain can let us know in the
I
chat.
know. I want to talk to him.
Well, Rain's at school, so I don't know if
he
they're
said
gonna...
he's home. He goes to a flexible school.
Oh, okay.
Maybe on Thursday. He's coming to Orange Theory? Yeah, you can be 16 and work out.
Do we know if Rain is a boy or a girl? You keep saying he.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know why. Are you a boy or a girl?
Well, you know Rain Wilson, so that's probably what you were going with.
100% what I was thinking. Yeah, I don't know him, but I mean, we can pretend like I know Rain.
Didn't you meet him at the Seahawks game?
Stop. No, we talked about how I messed that up.
Yeah.
Don't bring it back.
Yeah,
Rain, do you want to be he, she, they? Let us know.
Mergen said, that did happen to me. The middle school kids by me descended on a Target down the street, and I was leaving, and they shoved one of their friends into me. I shoved him back to his a-hole friends. Good. And that's one of my biggest concerns is I'm going to get, like, caught up in the commotion of high schoolers being idiots.
I'm telling you right now, I would push back too and then be like, oh, I'm going to jail.
If I pushed back, I would actually go to jail.
I wouldn't.
They wouldn't send you to jail. They're like, well, they'd feel bad for you. If I pushed a high school kid as a grown-ass man, they'd be like, sir, why are you, and rightfully so, they'd be like, sir, why are you pushing a child?
I think that there should be a program where someone like me who's like cool but like still seems like pretty young should go to high school kids and just I want to take them and be like, whatever you're worrying about now, I understand it's your whole world, but it doesn't matter, and you will have so much less stress and live a more carefree life if you realize what you're going through right now in high school is horseshit. It's stupid. It doesn't matter.
Liz from Gettysburg said, I stopped somewhere for... Huh?
Gettysburg.
What did I say?
Gettysburg.
No, I said Gettysburg. Anyway, maybe I
Roll
didn't.
the tape.
I stopped somewhere for ice cream a while ago, and there were like 3 high school teams there. I got scared and almost left. Those kids are feral. Also, Rain is a boy.
Yeah, Rain says using they or he.
Man.
Okay.
It is weird, though, and that's why now I've got to make it a point, like every day after the show, got to go straight to the gym, because I am not going to the gym with those animals.
No. All right, Rain's going to call in on Thursday and tell us everything.
Okay.
We'll do it. We'll probably do it like
if Rain is available on Thursday. You don't know Rain's schedule.
I'm reading what Rain
okay.
said.
Where's that?
Is your actual name Rain, or do you say Rain from Washington because it rains here? I'm very curious. You don't have to tell us your real name, though, because you're 16.
Oh, Lenny, this is another one. If you're in New York, this is a problem. Living in Queens, Lenny says, the train route is nothing but high school kids.
Oh, my God, nope. I would never.
It's just, what is the number? What is the number that starts to
5.
get you worried? I think 5 or 6 is good.
No, 5, I'm worried.
3?
Because 5 of them can beat me up.
I mean, it's a good number. That's when you should be getting worried. Like 3, I feel like is controllable.
Actually, 3 could definitely beat me up.
4 starts. Well, for the record, 2 could probably beat you up, Carla Marie. I mean, the right size, 1 could beat you
No,
up.
because I'll do this. Up.
Again, high school boy, you
I
don't
was
need
just
to.
showing you.
You don't need to do that. You can just tell me with your words.
Okay, punch up.
Okay.
And they're short. They'd be taller.
You were gonna punch up to show me?
Can I do one thing? I'm
No.
not gonna hurt.
No.
I mean, it will hurt, but not like gonna punch you.
You cannot. Hands to yourself. Oh man.
Okay, yeah. Claire said, "I love that Rain listened to Dirty Little Secret in elementary school."
You know, a lot of people used to say, and this is when Dirty Little Secret used to be real when we did it. A lot of people, and maybe 50-50, who knows? Because there was definitely a group of people that would tune out because their kids were little and they didn't want to have to explain things in Dirty Little Secret. But there was also a very big group of people that said they would purposely listen to Dirty Little Secret with their kids in the car because it would allow them to talk about some things they normally wouldn't have talked about.
Yeah.
With their children, about different preferences and about honesty and about a bunch of different things, topics.
As a parent, it often helps to have that prompt opposed to just being like on the way to school. So today we're going to talk about cheating.
Yeah.
Where it's like almost you hear it and the kid asks a question and now the door is open. So it was kind of cool to be that.
Ashley Souder.
Yeah.
I think I used to listen to it in elementary school as well.
Yeah, Ashley.
Cool.
Could we have Ashley and Rain play a game against each other on the Morning Show podcast?
They should. They should. Absolutely.
Or you guys just start rallying all your high schools. If we get high school students to listen to the Morning Show podcast, we're set. Because then they're stuck with us for life. That is the key to success. You get Gen Z in and you're good.
Well, one of the things I actually wanted to do, and maybe we can do some sort of poll or some sort of competition. There's a guy who I'm friends with at the gym, and he actually coaches one of the women's basketball teams in the area for high school. What I wanted to do, I want to say they're purple and something else. I want to make "You Look Great" stickers in a high school's colors, or maybe even T-shirts, and give how cool would it be if that women's basketball team had their team colored "You Look Great" gear.
Find out. I'll make it. It's easy.
You know, and maybe that's something we could do with Rain's high school or Ashley's high school.
This is how I know Ashley is Gen Z.
Why?
Her response to having her and Rain play against each other, she said, "Bet."
Bet.
Here's that means thing. Yes, right?
Bet. And maybe I'm going to age myself here.
You did. Just did.
Why?
Just saying that.
No. Bet is something that, if you grew up in New York or New Jersey and listened to hip hop, bet was something we said for a very, very long time.
For sure.
And I guess much like women complaining about high-waisted shorts or whatever, low-waisted shorts, I don't know, whatever women are complaining about these days that Gen Z is doing, I guess that's something that I could also complain about. Bet is not new. If they started saying dope, it would also not be new. That's something that people said in the 90s. Bet was,
we didn't say cap.
No, cap slash cap, and that's not a thing we used to say.
No cap.
But if you were acknowledging or confirming something,
you definitely
bet.
Yeah.
I bet.
It's like a very New York 90s thing.
You would say, all right, bet. And you could also say it you could be fighting and say that as well.
Ashley, who is I don't know if she's still in high school or not, but she said, "What about Slay?" We didn't say Slay.
No, Slay, I want to say was 2007-ish.
I have a question for them.
Right? Slay All Day. That's kind of when that came out. Your sister probably has it on a wall or something next to her. One of her chuggy art pieces. So
many. I need to go back. I should have done a whole reel of all the chuggy things my sister has in her home.
Oh, hold on. We do have... I take it back. According to Scotty, gays have said slay since the 80s.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay, my question. Oh, Ashley's still in high school. Cool. So we got 2 high schoolers. Oh, this is awesome.
You know what's funny? You can have that reaction. I cannot have that reaction in that same way.
When we were in high school, the girls, we would all call each other sluts.
Yeah.
In a, which don't think we should have been doing this, but it also did help us break down the word. We would be sup slut. And if a guy called you a slut, okay, that's what I call my friend. So shut up. But I want to know if they still do that.
Scotty can also probably jump in on this. I feel like that's also in the gay community as well.
Slut?
Yeah. No? Was it just annoying high school girls? I don't know. Scotty, let us know.
Tones is the one messaging high schoolers, so he can't show excitement.
Yeah,
So
you're going to come with me, right?
just take Rain with you.
I'm not. I'm not picking up one high schooler to go see another high schooler. What is wrong with you? I can't wait till this video is what tanks my future presidential bid. This is going to be great.
I got plenty of it. I'm just checking. I got a free calendar today.
Oh, Ashley said my friends call each other sluts. There we go. And I don't know if
Thoughts. B-dubs.
what else do we have here?
Yeah, with bitch, we would call each other bitches.
Sup, bitch? Like that?
I like go to do it. Sometimes I'm like, don't do that. That's weird. You're old.
I'm trying to think if my friends currently like loser was like, but I call like I'll still pick up the phone sometimes. What's up, loser?
No, I don't do that because I'm not 12. Surprisingly.
You tried to punch me in the face before.
Where Meg said my college roommates and I used to call each other slurs.
That's a good
Slut
one.
and whore.
Put it on the
Yeah.
screen.
Oh, sorry.
You hit the plus and then you hit the.
Yep. Thank you.
Oh,
You
I'm
just
sorry.
mansplained. I did it 3 times already.
No, you did not.
Rain said in middle school, the girls would always call other girls a whore, slut, hoe, and then yelled at boys for doing the same. Yep, that
Yeah.
sounds about right.
They're allowed to. They're using it as a term of endearment. Usually. I'm sure girls also call each other sluts like behind their backs and stuff. Not as a term of endearment.
Oh, wait. I'm sorry. I misread that sentence. So Rain said we girls would call each other slurs. And then he said, then I transitioned to a boy.
Oh, okay.
So I need some respect. I love it.
Got it now.
Okay, so I think we need to have Rain and Ashley both come to the Orange Theory workout.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's you set up whatever you want to set up, Carla Marie.
All right. I'm going to have a lot of questions for you.
I love this. Fred the Mailman said my sister's 50 and still calls everybody hooker.
Hooker, I think, is very
That's
80s,
great.
though. 80s didn't say slut. They said hookers.
All right, bet. Just want to say
No cap.
that. The cap thing
Saying.
is something like there are certain words that I will introduce into my everyday
never
vocabulary.
came in.
Cap never made it.
Okay, chap.
What up, chap? I'm more likely to say chap than cap.
This is fun.
And that's everything on the list.
Thank you for 2 thank yous. One, thank you for letting me be with my family last week and still supporting the show and watching the show. I know sometimes the audio wasn't great, the
Mhm.
connection was disaster, and we're still working on that. But because of your support, and I said this in the reel that I posted the other day, was that if I was still on the radio, I would have never in a million years have been able to take that time to be with my family and my sister and my newborn niece. So your support lets us be able to do things like be with our family. Even if I lived in New Jersey, I wouldn't have been able to spend that time
Yeah.
being on the radio. So thank you for supporting us and bearing with us through those times. And yesterday, we took a day off from doing this show and the morning show podcast.
Yeah.
We almost didn't because I was being very stubborn. And I was like, I can do it. I swear. I felt super sick Sunday night. Very, very sick. And Anthony was like, we're going to take the time off. And I said, no, I can do this. I just need to talk. And he was like, no.
Well, and people will say that all the time, like even executives in radio and even in an audience, how hard could it be? You just got to go in there and talk. And I said this on the podcast. I never want what we are doing to be something that we do just to get by.
Yeah.
You all take the time to press the right buttons, to subscribe, to sign up for new accounts, all the stuff that you've done to get here.
Mm-hmm.
We would be doing a disservice and disrespecting you if we didn't care about what we put out there. Are we great every day? Probably not.
Yep.
But we are always going to try our best. And if we can't give you, I don't know, at least 90%, sometimes you just have to take a day off and say it's not worth it.
Yeah. Taking that day off was huge. So definitely take the day off if you need it, because I slept for 12 hours. I drank so much water and I came back better than ever because I PR'd at Orange Theory yesterday on the rower. So I did 500 meters in 1 minute 44.89 seconds.
That's pretty good. What was your other time?
145 something. So I only
just
PR'd by like 0.1.
Not bad though for traveling, being out of your element, feeling like crap the day before.
So then I
Okay.
went back this morning and I did a 6:15 workout. I am back. I'm going to crush the transformation challenge. Just wait till you see how much muscle I gain.
All
I'm
right.
so back. So Nolly's right.